Hello, Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video. And today I present Lost Kingdom, created by XX Dr. Jones Jr. XX. And also today I've got a very special guest with me. I've got Becky Ritchie. Now I hear what you're all thinking. Matty, who's Becky Ritchie? Well, honestly, write down the date and time of this video because this is an up and coming YouTuber who is going to surpass me in subscribers in the next 12 months. I guarantee it. Do you want to say hello, Becky?
You're right.
So Becky is just starting out her YouTube channel. She only has a couple of subscribers at the moment, but she is completely new to the YouTube scene, so I've invited her along to do this spotlight with me. We're both very excited to get into this, so let's just have a quick look at the park on the workshop. Right, so here is the park on the workshop. So it says small custom park with 3 custom coasters and a log flume. The Tower of Terror ride is best ridden at night. I had an absolute blast playing this game and want to thank the developers for making one of my favourite games ever. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon on steroids, laugh out loud. This game was saved me through lockdown. Amazing. Some really nice words there. Yeah, it's a great game. XX Dr. Jones, I really do hope that you managed to get to see this video. I did try to message you on PSN, but due to your settings I was unable to message you, so I hope that somehow that somebody sees this video and does send it your way, and I hope you like the spotlight. But let's get into this park. Right, so here we are at the main entrance. So we've got this nice little building. Just as we come in, we've kind of like got this castle just straight as you walk out of the tunnel here, and you've got a taxi drop off, which is a nice little touch. And let's just have a walk through here. So we've got these little information kiosks just inside, which is a great little touch actually. That's unique, and certainly a different take on what you would normally see. And let's just have a look at the car park. What are your thoughts, Becky, so far from just this entrance?
It's very good.
Yeah, agreed. I really like it. I did have a flick through your paint tools. Unfortunately, I see that you didn't bring over the tarmac paint, which meant that you had to use rocks for your car park. And your lines for the car park may be a little bit on the excessive side as well, potentially. I did just put a video up the other day on the channel with regards to doing a car park. Hopefully that might be of assistance if you want to just have a quick look at that. But yeah, there we have the car park. So we've got lots of different types of cars as well, so you haven't like kind of copied and pasted all the same ones. You've kind of like used loads of different ones, which is good. And you've got your coaches over here as well. So yeah, really nice. And let's have a walk over here, shall we? So let's go over this bridge here. So we've got water on either side, so straight away thumbs up from me. Everyone knows how much I love my water, so a park that goes over water coming in is a big thumbs up from me straight away. And here we are at the entrance. Now what you could actually do is, I can see that you've got your ticket, like kind of your official entrance there. You can actually delete that, put that right down here in the tunnel, so you could actually put that kind of like there if you wanted, and then they could come out here and you could actually make these proper information kiosks, and the guests would actually use them as well, because the second they've passed that thing on the floor will be when they start interacting with things. So until they've passed that, they will never interact with any shops, toilets, information kiosks. So just a tip to get around that is literally just to move it into the tunnel, and then they will interact with everything as they walk in. So, but what are your thoughts, Becky, on this entrance?
I do like it. Nice way out.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of thought and detail gone into this, and I really like how the coaster goes over the front of the entrance as well. It's really nice. Like certainly kind of like as you're walking down this tunnel, like straight away you can see a coaster that goes over the top. So that's a great little tease for the park as well as you go in. But let's have a hop in here, shall we? So we've got tickets here, so we've got the screen, we've got the newspapers. That's really nice. And just as you walk into the park, so you've got a set of toilets down here, you've got a staff room, and then you've got an exit for a sky ride, which we will take a ride on at the very end, because I don't like to do sky rides and monorails at the start of parks, because it generally kind of like shows off too much. You kind of want to see them later on. And then you walk out of here, and look at that for a view. I mean, that is fantastic. I mean, have you got any thoughts on that, Becky, on what you think of that? I mean, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, that.
There's a really kind of like a lot of thought and effort gone into your sightlines, which is great. So let's just have a walk to the right down here. Let's just have a look what's down here. So we've got some seating, some picnic areas. Does this actually go right round to the entrance? Yes, it does. Right, okay. So there's actually multiple ways. I really like all the broken building of it all and everything. I really like that. It's a really good touch. How it's got a kind of... It almost like kind of looks like it's been in a battle or something. Like you've had fireballs thrown at the building, and like especially with this one here, it really does look like it's been damaged. And you've got a flat ride there as well, which we will get to shortly. I'm not quite sure how we get up to that at the moment, but I'm sure we will find a path as we go. And let's carry on going right around here. So, right, what have we got around here? So we've got more toilets and a staff room again. We'll just walk past the Planet Plipcam mascot, and let's have a walk over this bridge. So you can see the ride coming to your right as well, which is really good. Again, just really great sight lines. You've got a coaster on your left as you walk down. You've got the wooden coaster on your right. That is brilliant. That's really, really good sight lines. I love to see that. And we have Timber Terror. So good name for a flat ride, for a wooden coaster as well. So right, so the queue. Right, so the queue starts here. Right, okay. So it may have possibly been nice maybe just to see a bit of fencing on the floor for where the queue line is actually going, because it's just a little bit unclear as to where the queue actually goes, especially given the fact that they walk over here as well. It's just a little bit, maybe just a little bit disconcerting to see where it is you're actually supposed to be going. But we'll have a walk up here. And here we go into the ride. So, right. So what type of ride, what type of wooden coaster is this? Right, so it's a Nala. So it's a Timber Terror. We've got green stats across the board. Some really good G-forces. And let's go for a point of view ride on this. Not on that train, on this train. So enjoy the point of view. Right, so Becky, what are your thoughts?
It's quite I like the waterfall it goes past.
Yes, yeah.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, the coaster itself. Just a quick disclaimer. People may be wondering why that was actually silent. So I'm on PS5 and Becky is on PS4, and we've spent probably a good half an hour trying to get the voice so we could actually hear both of us. And what I've ended up having to do was actually mute the game. So the reason you wouldn't have been able to hear the coaster is because the game is actually muted. I'm also just going to swap that to day quickly as well, because we don't want to do a night point of view yet. We'll do that at the very end. But yeah, Becky, I completely agree with you. I really liked how it went around the waterfall. There was some great interaction with the terrain around there. Some great scenery, some great use of paint tool. The coaster itself was really smooth. Some great drops, maintained a good speed all the way around. Yeah, for me, I thought that was really, really good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. And is this the waterfall that you were referring to here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice waterfall effect there. So yeah, great job on that. Anything else on that, Becky, before we move on?
No, I think that's it.
Okie dokie, right, I've just got to find the station again now. Where was the station? I've completely lost myself now. Right, it's in here. There we go. Right, okie dokie. Right, so let's hop out the exit. So where was the ride exit? Down here. Right, so let's have a walk down here. Oh, Matty, camera work. Oh, I'm back to my old self again with a bad camera work. Right, here we go. And let's carry on walking right. So we have got up here the Lost Kingdom Live. So we've got this music stage here. That's a nice little music stage. Very tactfully put in as well. Oh, that's great. You can like really imagine like kind of people kind of like coming and doing concerts here and everything. Yeah, I really like that stage. I think that's a great job, especially with kind of like the smoke effects and everything as well. You've got the screen at the back, all the framework, all the wires going around. So yeah, really, really good job. Becky, at any point if you want to just jump in, by all means feel free to. If there's anything that I miss or there's anything that you see, by all means just feel free to jump in.
That's fine.
And we've even got a VIP area. We are VIP, Becky. We are VIP. Let's just have a sit here and cheer on. Maybe it would have been nice to like possibly put a mascot on there. What you can do is maybe just put a bit of path in there or something and put a mascot on there, or maybe even some animatronics or something. Let's just very quickly have a look at that at night as well, actually, just to see if he's put any.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that looks really good. Some really great lights usage there, and the Lost Kingdom Live as well looks really good up there. Yeah, that's brilliant. I do like that a lot. So let's just swap that back to day again, and let's hop out and carry on. So let's carry on going right. So what have we got here? So we've got the Burger Chief over there. I think what we'll do is we'll carry on walking down here for now and then come back later on. So we walk over this really nice bridge as well. So we've got all these beams, all the ivy used as well. Yeah, really good bridge. So let's just have a hop down here. Right, so what is this? We've got Crash Landings fast food. Oh wow, and the coaster just came shooting past us as well. That was good timing. That actually scared me. This may sound really daft, but I was that focused on the fast food, I didn't even see the coaster there until it went zooming past. So yeah, that was good observations there, Matty. Oh, there's some great interactions here with the ride and then integrated into the shop as well. That is brilliant. I've got no idea where that coaster starts and ends. I think it may even be over there, but we'll have a look. I mean, bearing in mind, I did have a walk around this park before we started the spotlight, and despite that, I'm still getting lost. So let's, I'm sure we will find it as we carry on. So we've got these shops here. I mean, that is awesome, isn't it?
That's amazing how he's done that.
It's really great touch. So much interaction with the building, which is a really nice touch as well. That is one thing that I kind of like don't tend to do very much so far, is kind of the interactions with other buildings and like an overpaths and things like that. That is one thing I think I need to address moving forward as well. And we've got the Sky Ride that also comes here as well. We've got a different coaster there. So that's actually a different one to that one. So there's so much going on around here. The sky ride must be up there, so that must be the exit for the sky ride, and then there's another entrance, but we will come back to that sky ride later on. And then, so here we have Snake River. Now, before we started filming this spotlight, we did have a walk down this queue, and this queue does go on forever. So let's daunt it, shall we? And let's go for a wander. So up we come up here, and here we have one of 2 hotels that you've built in the park. We have Jones's Hotel. Now, this build is just amazing. The detail that has gone into this, with the vines all over it, the architecture, the trimming, the writing, and then you've done all these buildings as well. Just incredible. I mean, I don't know what you think of that, Becky.
I like it. There's like a fireplace in one of them.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's really, really, and so unique as well. You don't normally see a hotel. I don't actually think it is a functioning hotel, is it? I can't actually tell. Hang on. So we've got toilets. Right, so we've got toilets and staff room. Oh, no, it is. No, it is. There's a hotel there, sorry. Right, so it is a functioning hotel then. Right, okay, so you've actually got 2 hotels in the park then. So yeah, but it's such a unique thing to have a hotel in a ride entrance. So that's really unique. Once again, maybe just slightly confusing with the queue line here. So I think they actually kind of walk. Do they walk all the way around there? No, they don't. Oh, you've also got... Is that a kraken coming through the floor? I think I just saw a kraken that came through the floor then. All right, so they do kind of like walk around there. So again, maybe just a little bit of fencing just around your queue line, just to make it just a little bit more apparent for where the queue line actually goes. But right, let's carry it on around here. Right, and then we turn right. I mean, this is a hell of a queue line. We've got all this ivy going up here. Ah, right, there's your kraken. Right, so maybe just move your kraken across a little bit because it was intersecting with your queue line just ever so slightly. But these are just like kind of little nitpicks, to be honest. These are kind of quick fixes. It's nothing major. I mean, this park is amazing. So these are like kind of only tiny little things that you can go in and fix. You've got
I like that dragon.
Yeah, it looks like is it Peach Dragon?
Like it's drinking it.
It does, yeah.
Peter Dragon.
Yeah. Is it Peach Dragon, the Disney film that's green?
Peter Dragon.
Yeah. And you've got the skeletons, and do you know what? I don't think we should be looking at that because I think we're supposed to see that on the log flume. So I think we're cheating a little bit. So we'll come back to that in a minute. So let's carry on walking down this longest queue path in the world. So you can see the log flume go past you as well. And right now, I've got a feeling that this log flume may have quite a lot of triggers on it. So with that in mind, I don't always ride log flumes, but I've got a feeling this is one that needs to be ridden. So let's go for a ride of this. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Once again, I do apologise that there is no sound in the background. That is purely just because of the technical issues with the sound between the 4 and the 5. But I thought that was absolutely brilliant. The sight lines that ride gives are incredible. There's literally something to see all the way around the ride. At no point was it boring. I mean, it goes on for a while. I mean, how long actually was that ride? If we have a look at the results, so 238 seconds. So I'm not the greatest person at maths in the world. I think that's just under 5 minutes, I believe. I don't know, that was quick maths in my head, so probably wrong. But absolutely brilliant. The way it integrates in all the buildings, down the queue line, down the other path as well with the dragon. Absolutely top work. I really, really enjoyed that. Becky, what do you think?
That was incredible, that. So much going on.
Yeah, and there was loads of triggers as well, wasn't there? As we went around, so we had the axe that was going over. I think the dragon was triggered, so it goes just before it went around. I think that was on trigger. I'm pretty sure that the kraken is on a trigger. Yeah, it is as well. So the kraken must be on a trigger, so it goes off when they come into the building. All the water effects that you've got going off around. You've got so much terrain work all the way around it. So yeah, top work.
The smoke that comes out of that tower, yeah, if you go back round, that's awesome, that.
Yeah, as you're coming up the lift hill as well, you got such a good view of it as well. Really good view of it. I believe that is a drop tower in there as well. I think that might be another drop tower, possibly. I'm not sure. We'll get to that in a minute. So we'll carry on, and I'm sure we'll get to that in a moment. We'll make sure we have a look. But let's walk down the exit path. So exit down here, it says. I almost feel like it's lying to me. It's saying exit. Oh right, exit. Oh come on, Matty, sort it out. Right. Oh right. Oh wow, we've got the log flume that comes right over the top of your heads as well. Oh, that's cool. Maybe it would have been nice to see some water that kind of like just drips down onto them from the kind of like piping. And you come down here and you've got this other coaster here. Oh, there's just so much going on in this park. It's like, it doesn't matter where you are, there is something happening. There is always something to see. I mean, shall we sit down and have some lunch, Becky? Let's just sit here and have our picnic as we're here. Get out of the way, guys. Come on. And now we've got this janitor. Guys, we're trying to have a relaxing dinner here, and you've got all these people. Really? You know what? Forget it. Not even worth it. But yeah, yeah, some great sight lines. Really, really nice job, Dr. Jones. I do love this. So we have got Burger Chief. So we saw this from the other side, didn't we? So we've kind of like come back around on ourselves now. So some nice interior work. I like the fact that you put all these windows in as well. I've noticed that you've been doing that around the park, and I think that gives a really, really good effect using these windows, especially kind of like as you were sat down here. I mean, that is a hell of a place to sit and have your dinner. Again, just so much going on, like all over the place. It's just brilliant. Really, really good attention to detail. And would this be another ride? I believe it is, you know. I think that's another ride. Let's just hop out here and just make sure we haven't missed anything around this way. Right, so the Tower of Terror. So we need to come down here, and then and then we walk left round to here. So I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything at all. So this must be yet another queue line. I was wondering what them were all doing. And that goes back up to the restaurant. Yes, it does. Right, fantastic. So we know where we are. So we have the Tower of Terror. So let's walk down this confusing queue line again. So right, once again, just with your lines, just to make the queue lines just a bit more apparent what they are. But where's it? Can we be lucky and have a coaster come right past us while we're studying, do you think? Has it just gone? Oh, we can.
It's coming.
Oh, we can. this looks good. Right. Get out of the way, peasants. Coming through. Right, so really, really good station as well. It doesn't even look like a station, does it? You'd be remiss in thinking that there wasn't even a ride there. You can barely even tell at all. We've got the log flume going over the top of them as they're here. I mean, that is great. That is really, really good. And it's double card. That's unusual. You don't tend to see this ride with 4 cars. Normally, it's just the 2. So it's a Typhoon Infinite. And yeah, normally, I believe I'm right in saying that you would only have the 2 cars. So yeah, that's certainly different. 7.37 stat. Excitement. Wow. And some good G-forces. Right, so let's go for a ride on this. Enjoy the point of view. So, Becky, what are your thoughts on that?
That's awesome.
I'm glad we went for 2 point of views.
It's fair at night.
Yeah, that was 100% supposed to be ridden at night, wasn't it? That was incredible. Easily the best ride of the park so far. Easily. I honestly don't know what to say to that. That was just absolutely brilliant. The triggers were all spot on. The use of the lighting, just absolutely fantastic. I am so disappointed that we don't have the sound on for the game, because I do think it's maybe just doing it a little bit of a disservice. What I might even do at the end of the video, actually, is as a closing out part of the video, is I might just quickly do a point of view on all the rides, but with the sound on, so people can hear them. So there'll be kind of like an extra of maybe 5 or 10 minutes tagged onto the end once we've kind of like said our goodbyes and everything, just with all the rides point of views again, but with the sound on, so people can actually appreciate what these rides sound like, because I'm intrigued myself what they sound like. And I'm also going back a way that we've already been, by the way, as well. I've just realised that. I think that would be a good idea, don't you?
Definitely.
Yeah, just so people can hear them. I'm lost. I'm lost. Right, let's zoom out time. Right, so we've done all of this. All of that half is done. So the question is, how do we get up here? Or are we not meant to get up here, do you think? Maybe you've got a random piece of floating wall there. Just one little random piece. You didn't think that anyone would find it, but we did. There we go. I'm almost tempted to put a little sign on it saying Matty was here. But I won't. I won't do that. So I'm not sure how to hop across to the side of the park. That may sound really daft, but I don't know how to get across. Can we go? No. Oh! Nailed it. Found it. Right. Okay. So we have Tower Hotel vacancy, and this is the second hotel in the park. I mean, that is awesome. So much thought and attention and detail gone into that. It's so unique and original, and you've got animatronics sat up there as well. I love that. I think it's so unique and original. And you've got a little bloke. We didn't think you would see him, but we did. Again, this little bloke filming over here. Just making sure that everyone's behaving themselves. That's really cool. I like that. Do you agree, Becky?
Definitely, it's awesome.
Let's just have a look at this. Oh, right. I've got you. Right. I now understand what this is for then. Right, so the Tower of Terror. So this was where the ride actually goes up the lift hill. Right, that makes sense now. Because I couldn't actually quite work out what this was. So, right, that's where the ride goes up. And then obviously it comes down and out through there. Right. Okay, that makes sense. So, right, so we've come out of here. So we're almost done with this park tour. Got a nice little random hat there. So, let's have a walk down here. So, we have got Cliffhanger. Now, the reason that I went right around the park instead of left is because I've got a feeling that this is your main attraction of the park, and I wanted to go on this ride last. So, we have Cliffhanger. Now, this goes pretty much around the entire park. So, let's go for a walk down the queue of this. We won't go down the priority pass this time because I actually want to see the queue line as it goes around. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Is that maybe that's supposed to be a nighttime thing? Hang on. That's supposed to be a night. Oh, I'm not sure.
Is there something above it? On the roof?
Oh yeah, good shout. Okay, yeah. Glad you're here, Becky. Yeah, you're right. We will, of course, have a look at this park at night just before we close out, because judging from that ride, I think there's a lot of effort gone into this park at night. It's nice to see that this path has got all railings all down it as well. This path is certainly a lot more distinctive as to what we're supposed to be doing. But we've got more ghosts and ghouls in here. Again, a really nice station. And right, as we wait for a train to come back in, we will have a look at these stats. So we have Cliffhanger, we have green across the board once again. The max vertical G is a little bit on the high side. 6.73 is a little bit high, maybe higher than a Formula 1 car there. So unless these guys have gone through some rigorous Formula 1 training, I doubt they would survive this. But as I have said in multiple spotlights in the past, you either build for guests and make them realistic, or you build them to look good. And in this park, it's a question of they look amazing. So for me, I personally don't care about the stats at all. But let's go for a point of view on this. So, Becky, what were your thoughts?
Wow. There's a lot of turns and bends.
Yeah, pretty much summed it up. That I don't actually know where that vertical G was coming from, if honest. Potentially maybe there. I'm not actually sure. Do you know what? I don't know where they came from, and I don't really care where they came from because that ride was amazing. It doesn't really matter where they came from because that was so good. The way it kind of like interacts with all this different terrain, going through buildings, it was just absolutely brilliant, and that is the reason I left that ride till last as well, because it literally goes round the entire park as well. That is just absolutely superb. Some great inversions all the way around, kept a really nice speed up as it went. The brake run back into the station was really smooth as well. There wasn't like kind of any jerking as it came in. Like as soon as it kind of came here, it just had a really nice speed into the brake run. So yeah, fantastic job. And let's hop out the exit, which I assume must be... Where's the exit? Here we go. Right, so hop out the exit and we have Dave's Bar. Not sure why it's Dave. I don't know if maybe that's a friend or something. If you watch this video, I want to know who Dave is. So, right, Dave's Bar. He's really kind of like gone to town with this Dave's Bar. So Dave is clearly an important person. Maybe that's Dave. Maybe he's Dave being questioned by the police. Hang on. No, that can't be Dave. Dave wouldn't be in trouble with the police. Right. We've got another block of toilets in here. Is that a restaurant? Yes, right, so it's a restaurant in there as well. So, and we've got these slackers here. Guys, come on. You're being paid to do a job and you just stood there doing nothing. Get back to work. Honestly, slackers. Right, let's hop out of here. And we are basically back at the main entrance, I think. So, what is up here? This must be the exit to the Sky Ride, or is this the entrance to the Sky Ride? Not actually sure now. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, right, this is where the drop tower was that we said at the start, and I wasn't sure how to get to it. Right, so we've got Jay's Bar. So we've got Dave and Jay. I want to know who these people are. I really hope that he watches this video, because I want to know who Dave and Jay are. So, right, so we've got these shops here. And I can't... Oh, what? Why is this park so confusing? Right, this must be the drop tower. Descent, right. Let's follow the queue path. Right, it comes down here. And then it comes down here. Ah, right. And then it comes down here. Ah, got you. Right. And then we've got descent here, which again, just really, really nicely themed. So what we were saying at the start, like kind of how it looks like the building has been destroyed, kind of like being fired upon, like with, I don't know, magic or dragons or fireballs or something. But yeah, great job. And here we are back at the entrance. So whilst we close out the videos and say our goodbyes, let's hop onto this Sky Ride, shall we? So Sky Ride was down here. And we will just pick any random car and let's just go for a sit on it. So, there we go. Let's have a sit on that. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Just as we sit up here. So, right, Becky, have you got any final thoughts?
I just think a really lovely park. It's great.
Yeah. Any kind of feedback or advice, do you think? Or
I think this mainly with the paths, like, because it's quite confusing, like the queues.
yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Feedback from me. I think this park is absolutely incredible. I'm so impressed with it. Once again, apologies for the lack of sound, but stick around in this video and I will be doing point of views of all the rides with sound on this time, because I don't want to disservice or discredit this park by not doing that. I almost don't think that's fair to not do that because of how much effort has gone into this ride. And when I put this post up on Facebook about trying to contact you, the amount of people that commented back and said that they have seen this park and how amazing it is. So certainly you've impressed a lot of people with this. So I really hope, Dr. Jones, that you do actually see this video and that you appreciate this review. But yeah, great job. This park is on the PS4, so make sure to go and check it out on the workshop. Give it a big thumbs up, give it a favourite, show your support for Dr. Jones. Thank you, a huge thank you to Becky for joining me in this spotlight. I wish you all the best in your future YouTube endeavours, and I'm pretty sure you will be massive in no time. And I think that's about it. So thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I will see you soon for another Park Spotlight. Stay safe, take care, look after yourselves. Say goodbye, Becky.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.